Top 10 Most Venomous Snakes in the World 2023. The world's most venomous snake, the hook-nosed sea snake Enhydrina schistosa, has a startling LD50 rating of 0.02 mg per kilogram. This aggressive species can be found swimming along the coastlines of the Indian Ocean and the Arabian Sea, at depths of up to 100 meters but often shallower as well amongst the coastal vegetation. Though it has an infamous temperament particularly during mating season, the hook-nosed sea snake likes to target fish. Humans should mostly keep an eye out for specimens that occasionally wash up on shore. The inland taipan Oxyuranus microlepidotus is a close contender for the deadliest venom LD50 rating of 0.025 mg per kilogram. This Australian Central Eastern serpent has even been nicknamed the fierce snake because of its potentially lethal strike. But even though it packs a punch that is hypothetically sufficient to kill hundreds of humans, the inland taipan goes out of its way to avoid attention and rarely bites people unless provoked. Rather, this reclusive species typically maintains a low profile except when hunting rodents during the morning hours. Named after Patrick Russell, the Scottish herpetologist that first discovered this member of the Viperidae family, Russell's viper Daboia russellii is one of the larger venomous snakes on this list. Its presence throughout the Indian subcontinent, and its costly interactions with the humans in these areas, have landed this primarily nocturnal viper with many additional names. These include but are not limited to the chain snake, the scissor snake, seven pacers, the lurker, and Chandrabodha in reference to the moon-like patterns on its skin. Because these snakes gravitate toward farmlands, bite victims often fail to receive prompt treatment in time, which makes the Russell's viper not only one of the most venomous snakes in the world LD50 of 0.03 mg per kilogram but also one of the deadliest. Also simply referred to as the brown snake Pseudonaga textilis, this insidious elapid once again hails from Australia, eastern and central regions, as well as southern New Guinea. Unlike the inland taipan, the brown snake is highly aggressive and also remarkably speedy. So even though its LD50 rating lags a bit, at approximately 0.035 mg per kilogram, the eastern brown is more dangerous than its more venomous sibling. In a standard attack, between 5 to 75 mg of venom is delivered. And to put that into context, 3 mg is sufficient to kill an average-sized human. Because of this, the fiery brown snake accounts for around 60% of Australia's snakebite fatalities. This aquatic fiend packs a deadly surprise for unlucky fish, moray eels, and occasional humans who encounter it. Dubois sea snakes Ipisciurus duboisi lurk amongst the coral reefs and sandy sea bottoms off Australia's northern coast, as well as amongst some islands of the southwestern Pacific Ocean. Though only dishing out 1 to 10 mg of venom per bite, this snake registers another highly concentrated 0.04 mg per kilogram LD50 rating, more than enough to wreak havoc on a nosy scuba diver or a barefooted shoreline stroller. The notorious black mamba Dendroaspis polylepis is long, grows up to 14 feet fast, slithers up to 12.5 miles per hour, aggressive when it needs to be, and to top it all off, has a witch's brew venom that ranks as low as 0.05 mg per kilogram on the LD50 scale. Though actually brown or olive-colored, the black mamba gets its name from the inside of its black-blue mouth, which it prominently displays when assuming a defensive posture. Its intimidating presence and historically deadly reputation, particularly before the advent of an anti-venom, have elevated this snake to legendary status throughout southern and eastern Africa. Listen closely for the sound of this snake's warning shaker while strolling near the Gulf of California, in south-central Arizona, and the Mexican state of Sonora. Though the tiger rattlesnake Crotalus tigris is a solitary creature that prefers to camouflage into the desert landscape, it is also quite excitable. It will strike with a vengeance when provoked. With an LD50 rating as low as 0.06, this subtly striped rattler is one of the most serious snakes in the Western Hemisphere. The boomslang Dyspholetus typus is a tree-dwelling serpent that is widely distributed sub-Saharan Africa. While lingering in its arboreal abode, the boomslang is relatively benign for humans, preferring to blend in and wait patiently for an unsuspecting chameleon or bird to come within striking distance. With an LD50 of 0.07 mg per kilogram, this slender snake can easily dominate smaller creatures and is more than capable of causing problems for people if it happens to sink those rear fangs. Though often depicted with bright green skin, the boomslang actually varies quite significantly in appearance. But no matter the color scheme, these snakes are masters of disguise. While many venomous snakes prefer to slide under the radar, the yellow-bellied sea snake Pelamis platurus is instantly recognizable. This ostentatious swimmer can keep to the water full-time, never needing to shift to land for survival. This species is so well adapted to aquatic life that it can be found far out in the Pacific and Indian Oceans. When craving a fish, the yellow-bellied sea snake will often lie motionless near the surface and wait for a snack to approach. Though possessing a potent venom LD50 of 0.07 mg per kilogram, this snake has small fangs and only injects a small volume per bite. Plus, the only time humans tend to get bitten is when a sick or injured specimen washes in close to shore. Rounding out the top 10 is the common Indian krite Bungarus caeruleus, or simply, the common krite or Indian krite. These snakes can be found throughout the Indian subcontinent, across a wide variety of habitats though often near water sources, and have an unfortunate habit of slipping into people's homes during the night. With an LD50 rating of 0.09 mg per kilogram and a high frequency of human interactions, the common krite contributes to many annual snake bite deaths in the region. Without treatment, 70 to 80% of victims are expected to die, and that figure only improves to 50% when antivenom is administered.